show up here. Oh, hey, look. I don't have the my emblem. And everything should be good to go now. In the game, we are loading. Please do not crash on me this time. Um, Long load screens are always fun. Gotta love them. Actually, close to 1 a.m. in the morning, where I am from. Tired. Okay, let me just fix my mic here.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Hopefully the audio is...
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Oh, I kind of hit the A button on my controller here. Controller does seem to work in this game. Keyboard, mouse. I'm playing, I like to play inverted. I know people are going to set with me when I say that, but that's just how I've played since the Nintendo 64 days and PlayStation 1 days. That's just been the camera settings I've been used to. I don't know when I started to do that. Probably some game that required you to use an inverted setup at that time, and I just got used to it, and I've been playing since. That's just what I've been playing at. So I want to make sure I got the inverted camera controls, which I do. All right, so I got to this keyboard and mouse doesn't show controller options, so hopefully I can figure it out on my own what the controller options are here. So
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
did I miss a memo? Stanley miss a memo? Yeah, any memo?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay, not here. Cubicles? I hate Mondays. Don't we all? Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Do, do. Where is...
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay. So where is my boss's... There's the broom closet. Okay. Here we go. Up. We need to go up to the boss's office.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Boss, I need a raise. This place looks different. Boss?
Stepping into his manager's
Mr. Burns?
office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
845.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
5. Where's this thing that 2845. Twitch watchers,
Stanley just
remember
sat around
those.
twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Oh, here it is. Okay. 2, 8, 5.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct
Oh
code.
shit, I'm being
By
locked
sheer
in.
luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
All right. So, I think the purpose of this game is to realize that you are in some sort of Truman Show-like scenario, and you've just been lied to your whole life. I assume we're on some sort of reality show. Yeah, more loading screen. Hopefully my mic volume's coming in okay, and the game volume is
Deeper into the building,
all right
Stanley
too.
realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Finally discovering and wasting my time.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Should I escape or should I mind control? They've been wasting my time pushing those buttons just like that guy in Lost. Push that button all those years. Idea.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Televisions.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Hell yeah, I do. I had nothing else to do right now. Let's figure out why I'm in this office pushing buttons.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
There we
Their
go.
true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
But you know what? He's getting paid really well. That's what matters, right? Alright. Let's push more buttons. People, let's push the people button.
Control facility. It was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Hey, but he was happy, right? And let's go,
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly
I mean,
spent
he is in
his
a video
entire
game.
life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
okay. What do I... Oh, hey, look at this. Controls idle, awaiting input. What should we input to the mind control? We need to shut it off. we go. Black screen. Another loading screen. So.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
Yeah.
Unshackled himself from someone else's command.
John Connor can suck it.
Was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
Good point.
What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
I like this game.
Stanley
Nice.
felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Okay. I got some sort of achievement. That's always a bonus. Do like my achievements. Okay, I've somehow returned back to my office. Was I not in a field? Now this is getting creepy. Okay. Forget where I am now.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Already been through this. God, I'm losing my mind. What do I do? Okay, I need to.
When
Yeah, I
Stanley
know,
came
you
to
play
the
Dota
seat
2
of
all the
two
time.
open
Go away.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
Already entered the door. I'm going to
This
go to
was not
right.
the correct way to the meeting room.
'Cause I'm a
and
fucking
Stanley
rebel.
knew perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Wire the employee lounge.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really
Cold
been
drink.
worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood
I don't know
here,
about that.
drinking it all in. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
This one. This door is open, and it is on my left. I shall go through this door.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked
My
straight
God.
ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
I do not think I did that. I just saw a lift with a giant red button. Do that instead. When you see a red button, you have to push it. Those are the rules. Otherwise,
But Stanley
you're
didn't
not
want to go
following
back to office.
the
He wanted to
rules
wander about and
of
get
the
even
giant
further
red
off track.
button.
So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Okay. Thank
Oh,
you.
No, it's to the right, my mistake.
Oh, what a fucking dick
No,
narrator.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right?
I don't know.
What was I thinking?
Make up your
It's
fucking
to the-
mind.
Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Yeah, take your time. Read your script.
Now, let's see. We
An
went
asshole.
Right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay. Hey, look, a truck. I can't go in this truck? Alright, whatever. Hey, look at
No,
that.
no, 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 no. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to who am I
Fired. Ooh,
kidding?
somebody got fired.
Rubbish now. The whole story completely
Sucks.
unusable. How about rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm?
No,
Okay.
let's not do
From the
that.
top.
I already played the game from the beginning. Oh my god, this is frustrating. Alright. Start the game from the beginning.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright. To the meeting room. Ugh. You can't beat this game, right? Can you beat this
What?
game?
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Or did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Well, there's chairs over here. I don't think I can go that way. There's not too many. One person watching my Twitch stream here. I don't know if you want to give me a suggestion of where to go. I know there's a delay on the video. Let's see here. Why don't we... Let's find a general rule of thumb. Is to start clockwise left. Let's do that. Let's take this first door on the
I'll
left.
say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
Oh, well, now that's gone out the
Do we
window.
need to restart the game again?
Please don't restart the
It's
game
not
again.
likely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again. It's got
Yes.
to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why
No.
not?
No. Oh, you son of a bitch. Don't start the fucking game over. I hate this fucking narrator. Oh my god.
All of his co-workers were gone.
We've been here. We've been
Stanley
here
decided
before.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Fuck you. I don't want to go to the fucking meeting room. I've already been there. Go a different fucking way.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story
Doors are
is
gone.
back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Alright. Let's go backwards. All the doors are gone now. And somebody spilt their coffee. Way to go. Somebody really hates Mondays. Alright, let's go. Is this new? Well, that's just the mirror. Right. That was
Aha! I knew we'd miss something.
okay.
The story. Here it comes.
Story. Where's the story? We need to find the story.
No,
to
wait,
beat this.
the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
I hate you. I hate you so much. Oh, look at the game's not even done. Look at this. It's all gone now. Everything's ruined.
Well, I'll be honest. I
Not
don't recognize
finished.
this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building.
Yes, it did.
Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay! I win.
Congratulations.
The game's over.
A lot of hard work.
The
and
stream's over.
good job.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Oh no.
I'll see you next time.
I don't feel right about this at all.
Bye.
We both know you didn't put in any actual
No, I'm
work,
just kidding.
did you?
Let's keep
Some
playing.
people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
Oh, it was not.
Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
No, you fucking bitch. Stop restarting the fucking game. Oh, God. All right. Hey, look. The
All right,
nice,
I've got a
handy
solution.
yellow
This time, to make
lines.
sure we don't get lost,
That's where we
I've
go.
employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Nice.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Very simple. Thank you, narrator, being so helpful. Follow the Stanley Parable. Follow the Stanley Parable.
You see,
Follow the
the
Stanley
line knows
Parable.
where the story is.
Follow,
It's
follow,
over in
follow,
this
follow,
direction.
follow the
Onward,
Stanley
Stanley, to
Parable.
destiny. Nope. Here's a
We're
thought.
on our way to
What if
destiny, the
we end
Stanley
up near our
Parable.
destination, even if
Follow,
there's no
follow,
story
follow,
there?
follow,
Or to put it another
follow.
way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the
I
act of
I
moving
guess so.
forward, are we implying a journey such that a
What the
destination is
fuck?
inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
Okay.
Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct
Ooh.
of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
Parkour.
Okay. Now, if my experience
the
of your
fuck is this?
existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now
Don't
is
say
a bit of
restart.
music to lighten the mood.
Okay, that's better. Music's great. Look it, I'm all happy now. Let's go through this hallway. Oh, I'm so happy. So happy right now. Oh, music makes everything better. Ah. I can't stay mad at you, narrator. Monthly ledgers. Let's follow the Stanley Parable. Let's just follow it. Okay, I'm not Spider-Man. Fuck it, let's just go.
Wait, cut the music, go back and look at that fern.
The fern?
Stanley,
Right.
this fern will be very important later in the story.
Okay,
Make
let's
sure
remember
you
this.
study it closely and remember it carefully.
I'm
You won't
studying
want
the
to miss
fern.
anything.
It smells like a fern. Alright, let's keep going.
Wait,
I-
what? We're back at the office?
Yep.
No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story?
It-
Is any of this ringing a bell?
I'm following the fucking parable. Alright, let's go. Go this way. Follow the line. Follow the Stanley Parable. Follow. There we go. We're back here again.
No, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after
Look, that
all
guy's
such
still fired. What a fucking loser.
through, you...
Right.
No, I can't take this
Well, this guy
anymore.
fired
Hell
too.
with it. Restart.
There we go. We're starting again. This game is so much fun. Ugh. Alright, let's keep going.
You know what, Stanley?
You
I say
fuck
forget the adventure
fucktard.
What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why
Sure.
can't we make up our own story?
Let's
Something
do it.
Exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Alright. Sorry, I'm looking at my Twitter feed there. So if you're just joining me right now, you want to chat with me live, you can chat in the Twitch chat or use the hashtag #TillPlays on Twitter. I'll read it. I'll read your comment live and I'll chat with you. If you play this, I've never played this game before. You want to give me tips and stuff? Narrator's pissing me off now.
Yes, this is
let's
exciting.
let's play this
Just
game.
me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
Walking in
Go
a
wild.
circle here.
Use your imagination.
Okay.
Whatever it might be, Stanley.
I
go
imagine
for it.
a door right at that wall. Apparate. Do it. Alright. Just walk around in a circle. Oh, hey, look, a hallway. Yay. I imagined that hallway, and it appeared. Ding.
Oh,
Let's
no,
go.
not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
No.
Lines or monitor
The
readings.
line's helpful.
Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Alright, I'll ignore the line. Let's make our own line with blackjack and hookers. Fact. Get the line and the blackjack. Hey, look, the line goes into the ceiling. I can't follow it. Fuck the line. I've crossed the line. I went over the line.
A choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important, we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here.
Okay,
Let's
you
walk in
think.
circles for a minute.
You-
Okay, so
hate
I
you.
know that each door has to lead somewhere,
Dun,
which
dun.
means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn
I
means
guess.
our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one.
All right.
Victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Yes. The right door. The confusion
What's
ending.
this? The
Then the
confusion ending. You're
Okay.
telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined?
Oh, great.
So now, according to the
This-
schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed
Please-
to forget?
Please don't
What
restart
if I
again.
don't want to forget?
Please don't restart
The
again.
line goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing wall.
Don't listen to it, narrator.
Well,
Don't do
this
it.
suited me.
I believe in
To
you.
decide. Why don't I get a say in all of this?
You do. You're the narrator. You're the fucking narrator.
It can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't
Me
want to
neither.
forget what's
Let's
going
fuck
on.
the
I don't
script.
wanna be
Just
tricked
keep
like
going.
this. I won't
Just keep-
restart the game. I won't do it.
Thank
I
you.
won't do
Thank
it.
you.
I
You're coming
won't
to your
do it.
senses.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
We did it. We
Whatever
broke
is
it.
that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
No, nothing's gonna happen. We're good.
So, okay.
I
I
jump.
guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes,
Not quite
I
sure
agree.
if we're
There's a
in the
narrator,
destination or the journey.
and
Yet you're
there's
saying that life is about the journey
clear
and
path.
not the destination.
That's the story.
So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if
Oh, you son of a fucking bitch. Oh. I get so pissed off. Alright, let's do this. Let's fucking beat this game.
all of his co-workers were
All of us coworkers are gone.
mean,
What could it mean? Stanley decided to visit the meeting room and simply missed the note. And he fucking killed himself, hung his fucking noose in the ceiling, and strangled himself to death because he can't stand this fucking game. Alright, let's keep going. Let's do this.
When Stanley
Two
came to
doors.
a set of two open doors,
Hmm.
he entered the door on his left.
No. No, I refuse. I will not go in the left door. I will go in the right door.
This was not the
Right
correct
door.
way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Hmm.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes. Exactly what I am doing.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes,
What a
this
beautiful room.
What a beautiful, but eager to get back to business,
Mm-hmm.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Take the first open door on his left. No, what? No, fuck that. Let's go straight. Let's go straight.
Stanley
This
was so
room
bad
is-
at following
what is this room?
directions, It's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I hate you. Go kill yourself. Let's, warning. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift. 1,000. Jesus. Penalty for All right, let's go. Let's do this. Let's jump off the cargo thing.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Hmm.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's
Yes.
someone you've been
It's called the
neglecting,
Stanley
Stanley.
Parable.
Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Ooh, okay. There's the twist. Buddy else. Please play. Let's figure out who she is.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Okay.
She's been waiting.
What are you gonna do though? You're gonna fucking restart the game? Do it, I dare you. Let's do it. Oh, dark room. Dark. Oh my god. Oh.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
Oh no.
To reach out to her.
Oh god.
If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
I'll do it. Hello? Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. Oh, where am I?
Stanley, is that you?
It's
Hold on,
me.
sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm
It's
just
me,
pulling
babe.
it out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now I want you
This
to
is
come
a
in and
creepy
tell me
fucking
all
game.
about-
Oh my god.
Gotcha.
You
Oh,
fucking
come
dick.
on. Did you
Hate
actually
you.
think you had a loving wife? who
I
wanted to
did.
commit their
For a
life to
second.
you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Alright. What's really going on there? I get a beer?
This is a very sad
Oh.
story about the death of a man named Stanley.
No. Good morning, employee 427. Press LB on your gamepad. LB.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has
Aw,
a job
that's
that
mean.
demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Right. Press LT.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing
Hmm?
exactly what he's told to do.
Yep.
Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Okay. Press X.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Press RB to watch TV.
And so he began to fantasize
What just
about
happened?
his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The
Can you
thought
believe this guy, babe?
excited him terribly.
A fucking dick. Press X. Spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Okay. Press Y to prepare dinner.
As he wandered through this
It-
fantasy
ah.
world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Right. Kid's a story.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Alright. Love you, babe.
But there is no
Oh
answer.
no, she's
What could
gone.
there possibly be?
I'm in my
In
desk
reality,
again.
all
I
he
see
did
what you're
was
doing.
pushing the same
You're
buttons
just
he
fucking
always
with
has.
me.
Nothing has
Ugh.
changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
All right. Press X to go
And
to
I'm
sleep.
trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me.
I
He
hate
won't stop.
Mondays.
Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. Press A to B, work in the morning. No, I don't want to go to work in the morning. In the morning it's Monday, and I hate Mondays. I can't. It's too tempting. It says to push the button, and it doesn't go away. I must push the button. I I I'm gonna push the button.
You see?
Ah, damn it.
Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself?
Hmm.
How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Let's question
I
nothing.
suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose.
No,
I'll try once more to convey all this to him.
let's
I'm
do it.
compelled to. I must.
Must do it.
Well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe
Right.
this time.
Maybe this
I
time.
tried again.
I
Stanley pushed a button.
so I don't
I
wanna.
tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And
I died. So I guess the game's over. The game is not over. All right, here we go again.
all of his co-workers
It-
were gone.
Wait,
What could it mean?
what?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This is different. This is all very different. This is different.
When
Oh my
Stanley
God.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
All right, door on the left. Try to figure out what this douchebag is telling me. All right, we got
Yet
this.
There was not a single person here either.
Hmm.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
All right. Does this bring me to where I was the first time though?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Let's go downstairs instead. Go.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
Car. We can get out of
The
here.
possibility of
We
facing his
wait.
boss,
The fuck
admitting
do you
he'd
fit a
left
car
his
in here?
post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in
Oh.
such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
One,
All
two,
because
three,
he
four.
believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred.
I think I
to
am going
Stanley.
crazy.
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of
I am
my
crazy.
co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
Another car.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
That is a good
Doors
question.
closed automatically behind him wherever he went. And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all
I'm
a
dreaming, I
dream.
yelled.
What a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself,
Wait, who
I
keeps
suppose
spilling
I'll wake up
coffee?
soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then
Yay,
he
I'm
imagined
floating.
himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared.
Nice.
It was so much fun, and
Cool.
Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps
Coffee,
the strangest
that's how.
question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Why are
Now
you
the
here?
voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be?
Oh
Was
no.
Stanley simply deceiving himself?
Deception.
He doesn't have to take responsibility for himself. Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Yep. Actually,
Now, hearing the voice
it is
speak these
almost.
words was quite a
It's
shock
it's
to
1:30
Stanley.
a.m. where I am,
After all,
so I am not
beyond a doubt
as
that this
awake as
wasn't
Stanley
a
right
dream.
now.
Did the voice not see him float
I am
amid the
falling
magical
asleep.
stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control. That
I'll
this
prove
was
it.
a dream.
Buy a
He
drink.
closed his eyes gently, and
I
he
am closing
invited
my
himself
eyes.
to wake up. He
Cup.
felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want.
Or the island will
I
explode.
want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly.
Sorry for the
way it's
lost
always been.
spoilers, by the way, everyone.
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
And then,
I am okay.
and the game restarts again. We're back to. Oh shit! No, I'm back where I was.
Stanley began screaming. Please,
Please,
someone wake me up. My
someone
name is
wake me
Stanley.
up.
I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real.
Oh, it's
I
turning
must
red
be
now.
real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Of course. And then the game restarts. Right?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh,
Mariella
change.
woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind.
yeah,
I know what is real and what isn't.
of course.
It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Yeah. Back at the office. Yep. Is it the same narration now? See,
All of his co-workers
is
were
it gone?
What could it mean?
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
And they decided
Perhaps
to
he
go
had
to the
simply
meeting
missed a
room.
memo.
How many more different combinations are there? Really?
When Stanley came to a set of two open
All right.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
I want to see what happens when I take the alternate
This was
route.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Let's admire the employee lounge.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it but eager to get back to business?
Yep.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Take the first open door on his left.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Got back on track.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Nope.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office,
Broom closet.
hoping he might find an answer.
Oh, hey,
there.
a broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
All right, let's get back on track. See, if this
Coming
brings
to the
me...
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Door's locked. I think it's a different combination of endings that you can go through, and it's just discover them all. Go to the executive bathroom. Nope, can't go in there. Oh shit, yeah I can. I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Boy, that's a lovely purse. Okay. I have no reflection. Get out of here. Oh, this is a creepy room. Oh. Oh, that's a creepy painting. Oh, God. Go up. Go up. Take the elevator route. I pressed up and now I'm going down. The elevator, the narrator's gone, so I assume I'm gonna kill myself now. Alright. Well, I don't think this elevator's ending. Push the button and get out of here. It's the exact same room. Why am I not surprised?
Stepping into his manager's office,
Yep.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any...
What were the numbers?
What could it mean? Stanley wondered
2,
aloud.
4,
He began wildly
8.
tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books
Something.
on the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet
4, 5.
incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on it, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer
Oh,
luck.
that's okay.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Can't go out. It's only got one path to go now. Going towards the first possible ending. Again. That's what's gonna... If there's no different ending here, that's just upsetting. Oh, the game's gonna restart. Nope. Guess not.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
Nope, I'm gonna
Facility.
go through the escape instead.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Great, let's do it. Let's meet my violent death.
The
Wait
door
for it.
behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Yep, that's not happening.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Here we go. Turn back. No. Do it. Let's confront my death. I think that's it. That's how you go insane as you play this game. Oh, hey, what happens here?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision
okay.
of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Oh, great.
Stanley.
Oh, no. There we go. Oh.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous
Narrator
metal
changed.
jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
I guess that is what happened. As you can plainly see. So. Hey, I did it.
Yet it would be just a few minutes
Yay.
before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Yeah, you stupid narrator. Look at this.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
Yay,
Do
cool.
you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Yep. I do see that now. That is what I see. Nature paintings. Alright. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, look, a series of buttons. 2, 3, 4, 5. Button sounds. A selection of the sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of a keyboard stroke, synthesized tone. Figure it out. There. Boop. Boo. Alright, that wasn't as interesting as I thought it would be. Credits. So the game credits, so these are credits, that means the game's over, right? That's what it means. What's in the rooms here? Right. Office clock. Boss's office. Goes. The mind control. Narration outtakes. I don't hear any narration. I hear faintly. I can kind of hear him. Well, that's a very creepy room. Let's go to the other path there. I wonder, so is there an end game to this game, or is it just to see the various different ending scenarios that you can get? The freedom ending. Very curious now. So bright. Alright. Count. Monitor room elevator. This is just a museum of all the assets in the game. I think that's where I end the game. Where there anything else particularly important in this ending scenario? Just more office spaces. I don't think there's anything else of note here. Go to the ending. Try to end this game. Exit. Exit sign. That's gotta mean something good, right?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another.
Yep.
How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Interesting. Okay, let's switch it off.
Can you
And?
see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not.
Nope.
Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Nope.
But
And?
listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you're walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time.
Alright. So I guess true ending for this game. To hit escape and choose quit. Let's see if I start in my office again, or what else is happening here. Screen kind of just went dark there. No loading or anything. Stanley has become tired. May need to end his stream. Game has gone black. I don't know what's happening here. Let's see. Let's hit escape. Escape. The menu comes up. I think I just this game. All right, let's quit. Let's quit this game. And see the endless loop there. All right. So let's quit. I want to let's get some sort of visual up on here. From what I can tell here, is this my Steam? That is. All right. From what I can tell here, I've had one viewer continuously watch this entire Stanley Parable stream. So thank you for sticking around. I know a couple of the people jumped in and out here. Thanks for watching. I may do this again sometime. I'm probably not going to be playing Stanley Parable again. I may play it on my own just to see the different endings. Cause my God, that was a very interesting game. So I may pick one of these other games in my Steam library to play. A lot of these games I have not started playing yet, so it would be interesting to play these games in the stream. If you want to see me do more live streams, follow me on Twitter at @postfororphan. That's usually where I post when I'm going to be doing a live stream. If you want to chat with me live while I'm doing one of these streams, you can use the Twitch chat as I'm streaming something, or you can use #TillPlays on Twitter. These streams normally I keep an archive of so you can watch later, or you can watch on YouTube where they will be transferred to after they're finished streaming. And my YouTube channel is youtube.com/tillplays. Also I have a Facebook, facebook.com/tillplays. Thank you for watching. If you want to suggest more videos for me to play, let me know on Twitter and YouTube and Facebook, all that fun stuff. And I'll see if I can play these games live. For watching, guys. I'll see you next time.